Golf drivers have traditionally come in lots of different shapes and sizes, and of course with lots of different technologies. Today I test one of the most out there drivers in the world, the Mac Powersphere. Now this thing will divide a lot of opinion. It looks very, very interesting to say the least, and Mac stands for Magnitude Amplification Cavity. I'll not tell you what I just told Bobby that sounds like. It sounds very painful and very intrusive, but this thing was available on, I believe, the Golf Channel TV, so you could kind of buy it. It was tele commercials and things like that, was it? So basically, this sphere, or this dome here, which actually, funnily enough, you can just about fit a golf ball in there. So that's quite interesting. That's designed to move shockwaves around the driver face for more distance. I've no idea how that's supposed to work, but it claims it does. Today we're testing it out on the golf course and of course in the simulator for numbers. And I'm really excited by this because I got this for golf clubs for cash and it cost me £38.99. It's actually in really, really good condition. You can get it cheaper than that online, but not in this, this kind of good condition. Hot face. What shaft is it, Bobby? It's the Mac. So what does that stand for, Bobby?
2 hours later.
Magnitude
amplification cavity.
Yeah, so it's their own shaft, but it's engineered by Fujikura. It's a stiff X, so it's just about right for us. Right, can we get this moving around the corner? So looking down it, I'll put this on screen now, you'll see it looks really nice. However, the center like emblem, which is, I imagine, shockwaves, because that's what it's designed for, it's not in the middle. So yeah, we'll line up out there and see what happens. I feel like it looks like an okay shape. Oh my lord! Were you expecting that? I wasn't. So I have hit a couple of drives already today. It hasn't gone to plan, to be honest. I don't feel like I'm swinging at my best. Could this be the best forgiving driver ever for 30 quid? Do you see what I mean about these? Like if I were to measure that to that and that to that, this is a lot shorter than that. Is what I'm saying. I'm glad we've sorted that out. Okay, but if I can hit more drives like I just have done, then does it really matter anyway? You know what? That has held its line really well. That's come straight out of the toe with a fairly open face. It's still in the fairway. I'm really, really happy with that. And one of the things about drivers like this is I've got a couple of things that you used to be able to get from kind of telesales, is that what it used to be called? You used to ring up and buy them. I've got the knife, 3 wood and 5 wood to test, so make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to see that. And generally you can unearth some clubs, I'll say, that just jar memories. So I remember my dad never used to buy them, but in fact he got one. He's got the Momentous Swing Trainer. Who remembers that, with the bright yellow shaft? And he went and hit balls with it on the driving range and the head came off, because you're not supposed to hit balls with it, you're supposed to swing with it. But then he got the Momentous Wedge, and that he really liked that, I remember. Good times, Bobby. Good times, right. Come on, let's have another one. That lower one was better. It doesn't feel that bad. Like that's a little bit right, but not too bad. They're both in play. But I am starting to worry that that first shot was a luck of the draw anomaly, which I don't want it to be. Should we go for the corner again? Go for the corner, try and get that low little draw. Oh, Bobby! I haven't heard anything. If that's over, that's massive. Magnification, amplitude, magnification, amplified, what? Magnitude, amplification, cavity. Ouch. So I think the big thing for me with stuff like this, and it's a bit of fun, like I obviously test these clubs from Golf Clubs for cash and we have a really good time with it, but I think anyone could almost do this. I think for £30, you're always going to get 20 or 30 quid back for that drive, aren't you? You might even, someone like Gary Martin would probably buy this and then go and try and sell it for like 50 quid and make a little bit of money and be a Del boy. But I think you can have some fun with it, you can try it. If it works good for you and you don't care what other people think about what's in your bag and stuff like that, it could be perfect, it could be really, really good. If you don't hit it very well, you could either bin it, or you could try and get 20 quid back for it, or you could give it one of your mates and see if they have a go with it, which is probably what I'd be doing. I think Bobby had hit this really well.
You think?
No, not really, no. They've not gone very far, Bobby, have they? I was hoping they'd be like, The first shot's there at the corner, so that's good. I don't think we're going to have carried it with the last one though, which, like, that's down there, isn't it? Realistically. Where's the other one? Here. Got it. I'd say really that's only one bad shot out of 4. Would you? It wasn't. Yeah, I mean it was. Like, you're not. Should we go for a Golf Channel special and see if we can hit? We've got the 3-wood or the 5-wood. I'll go 5-wood with Lagella, the knife. It's also called Lagella. Lagella steel. 20 degree. I had one of these back in the day. It's got to be like 2003 or 4. Oh dear. Well, it got through the... We'll stick to the driver, I think, in this video. Okay, so the powersphere. I honestly think, for the price, having hit that one shot that was good. So I'm a bit worried here because there's a lake on the left, and I've got to carry a bunker on the right. But for the money, hear me out, what else are you going to get for 30 quid? Because it feels really good. It sounds like really solid. Is that left or is it cutting back, Rob? I think it's cut back. It felt like it was a good one. And again, that kind of sounds fantastic, doesn't it? That was that lower one. I think if I can control the loft on this and dynamically really get it like there, there's the mud on there, yeah. Then I think it could really, really help for a good ball flight. Same shot. That's the one. That's lovely, isn't it? See, so if I can hit one more of them, that's 3 in a row, straight down the middle with a driver that costs £30. Hit one more, and then we're going to test it against my fitted PXG and just see how good it is. Is it that bad looking? What do you think to this, chaps? Have you ever seen one of these? Don't tell me you've got one. I thought you were getting it out then. 30 quid. Can't go wrong with that, can you? In fairness, that's me thinking the first one faded. I think it did. I think they were both the same ball flight. I'm struggling to see, Rob, are you? Anywhere but the water. Same. And you know what? That's a bottomy flight as well, bottomy strike. If that's kick left, it's in the pond, but we'll go and find them. Right. There's one there. Oh, there's one here. That's the one that I think kicked left. There's one there, look. So we're all in. And that distance-wise isn't that bad. Like, reaching the pond's a good effort. So, yeah, let's jump inside, see how it performs, and then let's test it out here with one shot against a fitted PXG 400-pound driver. Was this a Golf Channel special again? I think it was, wasn't it? Because a golf ball, if you remember, just sits. You put your little seed just in there like that. I don't know why that would help anybody, but what's it doing for numbers? Because it's cost us £38.99. It looks really towed in, and it looks quite tacky. So, this could just go straight left, Chris. I mean, it's not a bad trajectory, is it? It's not gone very far at all. That's pitching in the fence at 240. Ball speed was low, but spin rate was quite manageable. You can see we have also got a little weight in the heel here as well. So there's plenty of technology in here potentially to help you get that distance. It's so closed. That's better. For anyone who's struggling with a slice, this could be a really good driver because it is just really easily turning over on me. Ball speed's not bad, 160, spin rate 2,300. Just really struggling to square it. Look how close that sits. That's not me closing it either, that's like square to the grip. So if I were to aim out to the right here, is it going to get the speed? I mean it sounds quite upsetting, doesn't it? Do you think?
I agree.
How are your ears? Bobby's been for his ears cleaning out and he didn't need to. We could have just gone and hit a couple of these, couldn't we? That's finished at 275 though. Ball speed 159, backspin 2000. Just aim right, let the face close and hit that one. That one's decent, you know. What's that one pitching? 263. So when I hit a driver, it's always around a 270 to 275 carry. That one, ball speed up there at 160, sub 2000 spin. I'm going to bring you back to this number, £38.99 for the price. Is the technology in here worth saving the money to get you the cheap driver to hit that shot I've just hit that's going to go 282 yards total? I think it's definitely a discussion to be had. Let's get back out there and see just how potentially forgiving this driver is. Because that one's not done bad either for this. I've nearly missed that. You know what, I'm really enjoying this. And I think there's something in, if you are enjoying it for the price, and there's a quirk to it, potentially, why not? We're getting the hang of this now. Oh. What was that? 158 ball, 178 spin, 285 total, 1266. Saying to Chris, like, if there's a knack to it, being so closed, can you really still look at this one now? That's got to carry 270. 270 carry, 290 total, spin 2000, ball speed 161. I feel like I'm standing closed, and because it's that offset, all I'm doing is releasing it. So like top, release. I've let that one release a bit too much, maybe that's part of the problem. Quite enjoyable. Right, very interesting numbers. When you get this Mac powersphere bang out the middle, you can get a little bit of distance. I'm not sure about diverting the shock waves from the centre and all that garbage, but how does it compare to the all seen, all dancing PXG 0311 Black Ops? So this is what I really want my Sunday best with this, and then see if it can compete with a driver 20 times its price. That's right, isn't it? Never was good at maths, but that's a little bit toey, but not bad. I'd say it's going to take an okay swing to get past it, and I think a lot of that might be down to the swing more than the club, but then if we're going to test the forgiveness of them as well, then you want to see what they're like all the time, don't you? So this is going to be interesting because the PXG's got more movement on it, and they've both finished pretty much bang smack in the same place. This could be a lot closer than what you think. Okay, so the powersphere has finished here, and the PXG's there. So quite a bit of a difference, isn't they? Maybe you do get what you pay for. But 30 quid, golf, innit?